All right. Welcome to another episode of Disfiguring The Podcast with your host, the one and only Cameron Argon. We're starting this off again strong with some new disfiguring that's coming your way very soon. Cheers, everyone. We have a lean night ahead of us, or a day, a lean episode. I'm going to give some shout outs from the prior episode. Give some love, you know. Shout out Pat the Star. Shout out Vandy Wright. Shout out Jeff Anderson. Shout out Endure the Beast. Big shout out Samuel Bone. Shout out Colin Thomas. Shout out Sea Soaked Perversion. Shout out Chris Hansen. Shout out the Hooligan. Shout out Hydra. Shout out the Discord server. Shout out This Brutality. It's coming out very soon. Come back to where you're hearing this at for more updates very soon. It's on the podcasting networks finally too. What's that site I'm using? Anchor FM or something. Should be on Spotify and all that. Very pleased with the last episode and the feedback. Big ups everyone who tuned in and interacted. We got a good show coming up. I think we nailed the format last time. So yeah. All right, let's get into it, shall we? Episode 8, Disfiguring the Podcast. Right now, the advertisement. Oh. There we go. Right now, the current advertising is just Disfiguring the Goddess.
Something you told me to tell you not to. Tell me what to do. I am what I fucking am. Many have tried to change this man. Life's always been enough to fight. Some things I do you may not like. Life's always been enough to fight. Some things I do you may not like. Something told me to tell you.
Great album.
Don't give it to me. Something told
Great
me to
band.
tell you. Don't give it to me. Why do you do the shit you do? I'm doing just what
Dark
I
Days,
do. No,
filled with great songs.
not what I want to do, but what I've got to do.
When I was first really getting into metal, I had like maybe 6 CDs that I absolutely rinsed. This was one of them. I'll probably say this continuously on the show because I'll probably always play music from those 6 or so albums. Dark Days, Cold Chamber, Rise of Brutality, Hatebreed, Funeral of God, Zayo, the first 2 Slipknot albums, what else is it? The first 2 Lamb of God albums. Legendary in my life. What a cool collection too. Zayo.
Don't give it to me.
Cold Chamber. I think Cold Chamber was one of my favorites. I rotated around. I was real lucky to have Zayo in that rotation for sure. It's pretty cool. Get some cool points there. I had an older cousin who showed me Zayo. I remember thinking it was like really like antichrist, satanic, or what's the word? Sacrilegious music. And then I was like reading the booklet one day and I was like, wait, these guys are all thanking God. Found out it's a Christian band. But man, that album rules. Funeral of God, you gotta get that on the show. We got lots of cover on this show. A lot of time. I feel like Cold Chamber was very inspirational on the new Disfiguring record coming out. Super groovy, heavy. Alright, here we go. Great song. I loved this album, or this song. This album was kind of weird, honestly. I got it around when it came out, 2004. I liked a few songs. I should revisit this album in depth. Not on the show, my own time. Manipulated. Implemented. This song rips. Super sick. Great song. So sick. So brutal. There's got to be videos of this live. Never seen them. Never even seen a live video of OTEP. I know it's kind of a weird group. It's that chick's group. She seems kind of like out there, you know. Oh yeah, bunch of live videos. I gotta watch these. OTEP Shamalaya. Really intense song, honestly. Great song. Gets all low there because like that album has all this depressing music on it, I guess. I remember thinking it was depressing when I was a kid. Not like it made me depressed, but like I could tell this person was like, you know, This is a great band. Shout out Shiv the Impaler, Motograder. This is Shiv the Impaler's favorite band. Wow, based out of Austin, Texas. Metal outfit founded in Santa Barbara, California, and based out of Austin, Texas. That's where we are right now, people. We're in Austin, Texas. We're coming from the comfort and privacy of my one-bedroom apartment in Austin, Texas. With, of course, the co-host, Rosa. Chill, dog. OTEP's a sick, or Motograder's a sick band. Great voice. Just that one album, though. When it's down to you and me, will you still stay on your knees? I'll always remember them in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre DVD. On the bonus content, there was a Motograder song for Suffocate. That was sick. That was like very impressionable when you're like 12 years old and you see that shit. It's sick. Good times. Let's see if they mention the Motograder instrument. Yeah. Take their name from a homemade spring percussion instrument that's made of a heavy cables, cranks, and gears. I can't hear it at all in these recordings. Motograder, the instrument inventor. See a picture of this Motograder instrument. Yeah, Google this. A Motograder instrument. It's just like a string and he's hitting it with a drumstick. I guess it just adds like a heavy tone. You know? That's all I can think of. I'm trying to listen for it in this recording. Oh, here we go, people. You know, shift up 10 gears right now. You better know what this is. If you don't, you're about to find out. You're about to fall in love. I don't think it gets better than this. So good. I don't know if Origin is like a popular band. Like, do people know this band? $13 monthly listeners? I mean, that could mean a bunch of things. I know they've had a bunch of lineup changes, but like, there's some people in the band that's been in the band a long time. I think the core band, the bass player, the drummer, I think the bass player works at this club in San Francisco still. I've heard a lot of good things about these dudes. Yeah, Origin. This is from Echoes of Domination. Great album. And then the one before that, it's really good. Informis, Infantatis, Inhumanitas. Yeah, that one's great. Both those albums, so good. Alright, we got a long one here. Oh yeah, Cradle of Filth. Cradle of Filth I listened to a lot growing up too. My cousin showed me Cradle of Filth, the same cousin who showed me Zayo. He was into all kinds of music, but he had like a really good grasp on like, I guess like heavy metal, underground metal. I don't know who from, I don't know where he found this stuff from. I never met any of his friends that were into this kind of stuff. It was just him. But he was into everything, like I'm saying. You know, his CD collection was so rich. He was very inspirational in my taste. But I remember he told me that, he was kind of introducing me to Marilyn Manson and stuff, you know, early on. And he described Cradle of Filth to me as a band of Marilyn Mansons. Like, you know, you thought one Marilyn Manson was bad, here's a whole band of them. And he also told me, like, the bass player was as old as our grandpa, and he had really long hair. I remember thinking that was, like, crazy. Like, thinking about my grandpa, like, playing in this band with long hair. It's funny how some things, like, can stick with you so vividly. But like I said, this is very inspirational to me. Cradle of Filth, Cold Chamber. Great band. I remember in 7th grade, we were asked to do like a lyrical analysis for English class. And 7th grade was kind of when I started to blossom in the sense of like I was kind of coming out of my shell. I was having like that moment where like you kind of realize you're a little funny and that like you just become less shy, you become more like, I mean, everyone, I think, has this at different points in their life. But I had it in 7th grade. And I just was like, kind of lost a lot of fear and care for like, you know, what other people thought in a positive way, you know? And I remember doing it, or yeah, I kind of like, that moment and that like kind of mindset clicked for me in this English class. Not by like anything that was like taught really, but like just the general vibe of the classroom, like my classmates, my teacher, the room, like it just like was a open class, I guess. It like had a very easy and comfortable vibe to it. I can't remember that teacher's name. 7th grade English. CVMS. I want to say it was like Miss Higman or something. But I remember like I had like kind of a, you know, like a goofy, upbeat personality that was just kind of like becoming unlocked, and like, you know, the social spectrum of people. And I remember doing my report on, I don't know, something for the better sweets to succubi. And everyone was like, what the hell are you listening to? I wish I remember what song. Cradle of Filth's got some really good music. They really do. So many good albums. This is from Lovecraft and Witch Hearts. Bittersweets to Succubi is awesome. Midian's awesome. Midian's awesome. From the Cradle to Enslave is awesome. Nymphetamine's awesome. Like, awesome albums. They have a lot of music, guys. What a legendary band, for real. I feel like it's easy to, like, you know, if this doesn't sound like, you know, the most brutal music in the world to you, to, like, kind of, like, rise above mentality-wise of bands like Cradle of Filth. But, I mean, that's kind of your loss. Cradle of Filth's a great band. I went through that myself, like, in my progression of metal. You know, I would outgrow bands and kind of look down on those bands that at one point I really loved, you know? And now that I'm older and a lot more mature, and you know, my music taste is a lot more mature and everything, a lot of these bands, like, hit me, you know? Like, is there bands that are this theatrical? Like, everything about it is theatrical. The guitars are great. The riffs are great. The riffs are underrated. I think, like, the vocals and, like, the haunted house music kind of, like, takes a lot of spotlight. But, you know, the actual core band of Cradle of Filth, so good. Such a sick band. That's interesting. The number one city that they're most popular in is in Mexico, Mexico City. Then Chile. Then Finland, I think, yeah. I don't know where Bogota is. And then Guadalajara, Mexico. That's really interesting. South America, Cradle of Filth pops off. These are Spotify numbers, people. The real numbers. All right. Great album. So I think the schedule for Disfiguring the Podcast is going to be, I think I'm going to do every Tuesday and every Friday, twice a week. Maybe do a little bit more. I have a lot of episodes for the future. Some episodes I'm pretty stoked about. Friday's going to be good. There's a lot of good episodes coming up. It's going to get diverse. Like I'm saying, Disfiguring the Podcast is a metal alternative music show. So good. I hope the guys in this band are doing well, because, man, truly a awesome band. They're from out the East Coast, I think. Boston-based, yeah. I swear, music was so good this time period. Like 2005 to 2008. So good. So many good records and bands, you know. The scene was very volatile. Tell the boss what's on your mind. Whoop, 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 whoop. Like, everything was really mixing. Like, this is like a, they say it in this about, death metal / grindcore outfit. That was a real sound. Like, now they call that deathcore, but back in the day when this was on MySpace, it was like different genres really put together. It wasn't like there wasn't a mixing, melting point name for it yet, you know. Obviously deathcore kind of took that name, but I think the deathcore sound, you know, that name and sound doesn't really represent the feeling of this era. You know what I mean? So that's just my, thought. But death metal / grindcore / hardcore was a real sound. It was a real sound. And I miss it, to be honest. We should get deeper in that on another episode. But we're going to keep this one light. We'll go out with our outro music, which is the outro to the next Disfiguring the Goddess record. The new record's called Soothe, and it's going to be out before you know it. So look forward to that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm feeling good about it. I think we all are. But yeah. Deathcore. Pre-deathcore, deathcore is the best. Like, the healing process, Despised Icon, so good. Yeah, sometime between 2005 and 2000, maybe it was 2007 when that got a little like, The Ills of Modern Man by Despised Icon. That definitely got like more contemporary deathcore. But right before that, oh man, it was the best sound. And all these bands are on that wave. Or were on that wave at one point, But they all adapted. I think Ben McKenty talks about that a little bit, like the progressions of deathcore, and how like Suicide Silence kind of like led that, progression. But they're a different animal. That band, they really are. They're just another, like during that era, just on another level, another league of like band, How they kind of, they're just originalist. All these bands are, but something about them, something about the energy. Yeah, we gotta get some Despised Icon on this show. So good. Consumed by Your Poison is so good. Really great album. All right. Yeah. Shout out the Disfiguring the Goddess Facebook group. Shout out the Discord server. The Discord server is great. Please come in. The water is warm. Comment below if you want some shout outs. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Hope everyone has a great day or night wherever you are in the world and whatever time, and a good life. And keep checking back. We're gonna have some action here for you on this channel. Posting different kinds of content on this channel currently. Just posting, making content, contributing. If you live in Austin, Texas, and like house music, come out to Lifted on Fridays, Summit. And yeah, that's it. God bless. Peace.